After 19 years, Nintendo is finally making a new 2D Metroid game. We got a good look at Metroid Dread, first rumored in 2005 during the E3 Nintendo Direct, with additional info from the developers immediately afterwards. Let's slow everything down and take a look at the 5 things you might have missed in the reveal. Shortly after Samus drops down in a variant of her classic fusion suit, the camera cuts to a first-person view. Getting Metroid Prime vibes? Samus uses this view to scan an area in 3D, especially useful since she will be experiencing the dread of being hunted. And here's a look at what's hunting Samus. The EMMI, a Galactic Federation robot. This portal-like droid patrols different zones throughout Metroid Dread and will give chase if it spots her. Samus's weapons are useless against it, so she will have to flee just as she did against the SA-X in Metroid Fusion. Thankfully, Samus has lots of tricks of her own, including a phantom cloak that gives her optical camouflage. Here's the title, and yes, Metroid Dread is a name that has been rumored since 2005, when it was reportedly planned as a DS title before languishing on in development hell lists for years. It's officially real. It's time for a montage of Samus's abilities in Metroid Dread, which are refined versions of the moves introduced in 2017 Samus Returns for the 3DS. Samus will now be able to aim freely while running as opposed to the static shooting in Samus Returns, and the parry move is back too. The Omega Cannon, an extremely powerful but temporary power-up to Samus's arm cannon, returns for the first time since Metroid Prime Hunters. And finally, Samus's slide has been refined for a smoother overall experience. Remember Adam? First introduced in Metroid Fusion, Adam Malkovich is Samus's mentor, his memories having been uploaded to a computer after dying in a tragic accident. He returns in Metroid Dread, and Samus will send data to him throughout the game. Don't blink or you might miss that Chozo statue in the background, which have held Samus's power-ups since the days of the NES. And over here we can see that Samus's abilities include a spider magnet that allow her to scale walls and even cling to ceilings. Nintendo says Metroid Dread is the grand finale to the story of Samus and the Metroids, concluding an arc that began 25 years ago on the NES. How will it all end, and what's next for Metroid? These are all questions that will be on our mind in the run-up to Metroid Dread's release on the Nintendo Switch, which is scheduled for October 8th. In the meantime, for everything Metroid and Nintendo, stay right here at IGN.